Hello and welcome back to another episode of Emo Sob. My name is Tracy and I'm your host. Since we don't have any guests, we are just going to talk about the very ample number of examples that I have from my own life, my youth and childhood, and also my adulthood, and my very recent past, and my far distant past, of all the ways that the world has been trying to teach me emotional sobriety, and I have ignored it, or something to that effect. Not really. Well, yeah, we'll call it that, because it's just been to my heart and to my mind, it's felt like a unending onslaught, just a barrage. I'm constantly under heavy fire, and according to my astrology, that is what my entire existence is going to be like. And I just have to learn how to roll with the punches, which I have been working on. But it's impossible to pretend that things don't affect me and that things don't hurt sometimes, especially when people who you care about decide not to care about you anymore, or when there's lots of ways. There's lots of ways that life can kick you while you're down, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what lesson it is that the universe is trying to teach me with all of this awfulness that continues to happen. And this, yeah, that is judging me and judging my experiences. And according to a content creator that I actually watched the video of today while I was listening to an audiobook while I was doing yoga, because I can't just do one thing at a time. Like, I have to do multiple things because efficiency, right? She said that the way to heal is by getting out your journal, pretty much. Well, one of the ways to heal. There's lots of ways. Cerebrally, though, and this is, this can be an effective way to band-aid, but not to actually fix the nervous system. Anyway, I'm going to finish. Okay, she said get out your journal and write down all the ways that the very worst thing that ever happened to you could actually be the very best thing that ever happened to you. So, for instance, for example, as far as my life is concerned, the very worst thing that ever happened to me, like, bar none, is having my children taken from me. I won't go into how that was done, but there was there's a silver bullet kind of thing. It's a set of steps that lawyers use to take kids away from good moms, and it's an epidemic around the country and actually around the world. But that was by far the worst experience of my life, and continues to be, because that still has not been resolved. But how that could also be the best thing that could have ever happened to me is that I had the opportunity to actually pursue my dreams and my goals and my aspirations of being in film and of making film, and of just letting go of my fear of being in front of people and possibly being judged by them, which, I mean, I'm a work in progress. I always will be, and I always have been. But at least I'm working, which is better than I can say for some. I'm losing my kids gave me an opportunity to get to know who I actually am, which I wasn't able to do before, being that I had been in some form of active abuse my entire life up until that point. My entire life. I never lived alone. I never got free. It was perpetual until that judge took my kids from me and made me homeless. And then suddenly I was out in the world and all by myself and only had to worry about myself. And I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And I've had to learn. And I've had to build me from the literal ground up. And I still stumble sometimes. I still struggle. But I am so much stronger now and so much more empathetic and so much more compassionate than I was. I can be a beacon of strength for people and recover out loud so as to keep other people from dying in silence, feeling like they can't talk to anybody and nobody's ever been through anything like this. Nah, like, I went through some mess and it's been horrific, but also extremely transformative, and it's grown me a lot. So, how can you look at your very worst thing that ever happened to you and make it into a good thing, the best thing that you could have had happen to you? How did you learn? How did you grow from it? And I want you to write that down and reread it. And I'm probably going to do that too, since I just only did it out loud. I opened up my journal earlier and I was absolutely intending to do it, but then I got distracted. Thank you, ADHD. And now we're here. So it is what it is. Dag nabbit. The broken tripod strikes again. Oh gosh, guys. So I hope you have a good rest of your week. Everybody keep your chin up. Don't take anything personal. Because nothing anybody does is ever about you, friend. They might say that it's about you. They're going to scream it in your face. They're going to spray spittle on you if they can't control themselves. And you haven't walked away at that point, why? I couldn't tell you why I stayed either. So I don't know. Anything anybody does is not about you. It's about them. It's how they are responding and reacting. That's how they feel like they have to be. They don't have to be that way. It's a choice, same as how you react is a choice. So make good choices. Don't assume people's intent. Just go ahead and ask them. Channel me. Be autistic. Be like, what do you mean? I don't understand. I don't get it. Can you tell me? I'm confused. Or just make that face. And maybe somebody will explain it. Hopefully. But usually you need to make the words with your mouth whole. That way people actually clearly understand. And don't lie. Be authentic. Do the 4 agreements. I'm tiptoeing all around it. But do that. Be freaking impeccable with your word. Don't make assumptions. Just don't take it personally. And do your best. Just do your best. That's all I've ever been doing. And yet. It's fine though. It's fine. I am learning that I will be okay all on my own. until the good Lord above or the universe, goddess, just sees fit to, send me other people. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm along for the ride at this point. I'm 45 and I have had just a nonstop barrage of just, Wah! You wonder why I can act, why I can like put my face into whatever kind of feeling. It's because I've felt every emotion. I have been in the depths of despair and at the absolute peak of it, just ecstasy and awe and enrapturement. Like I've felt it all because I'm really empathetic and I'm not a fucking narcissist. Gracious. Anyway, I love you guys. And by the way, emotional sobriety does not mean that you are constantly not having emotions. Emotional sobriety just means that you're not letting it take you and like carry you off into some situation or relationship that you might not ought to be in. Were you not all flooded with hormones and so at least that's my take on it. It's my current take on it. And there's lots of facets. And this is almost 12 minutes long, and that's entirely too much. It's too much. It's too much. You guys will be okay. Journal, deep breaths. Make sure you stay grounded. Be thankful for life and the universe and everything. Because the whole thing ends really, really fast. And if you're not having fun, you're being an asshole to yourself. So have fun. Not at the expense of others, but have fun. Okay?